To start the show, I have a 2-for-1 idea for you. 2 great shops, 1 great street. Like me, I'm sure you're looking for the perfect gift this holiday season. In fact, just the other day, I was on my way to a holiday birthday party and I was in need, but I knew where to go while shopping local. I knew I could find something special for everyone at my list at either City Bird or Nest, 2 neighboring boutiques on West Canfield Street in Detroit's Midtown. Unique, thoughtful, and local, these 2 spots have it all. City Bird offers a curated selection of jewelry, candles, home goods, and apparel by hundreds of local and independent makers. And don't forget the cards. Here, let me tell you, the cards for any occasion are truly special. At Nest, you're going to find all the details that make a house your home, including some of the best ornaments around. So visit City Bird and Nest today and make new memories, not just by buying gifts, but enjoying our city while you do it. They're located in Detroit on West Canfield between Cass and 2nd Avenues in Midtown, or online at citybirddetroit.com. That's citybirddetroit.com. Hello, friends, and welcome to your Daily Detroit. We are in the home stretch to Christmas, New Year's, and the end of the year. It's really exciting around here. I am Jair Stays, coming to you from our studio in Techtown. And today we are going to focus completely on sandwiches. Sandwich Week is coming up. It's huge. Also, in studio, we have none other than Carlos Parisi, who is nobody else in this town I could think of, to talk about sandwiches, sandwich-related things, all the places you can check out, and we even have sandwich-related city news. This is wild. Welcome to Sandwich Palooza, i.e. Daily Detroit.
What's going on, Jared? Thanks for having me, man.
It's good to see you. I think that this is going to be a fun time. We're going to talk about Sandwich Week, which you've been doing now for, what, a dozen years?
12 years. Next year will be a baker's dozen, which I'm really excited about.
Are you going to use that in the promo materials? I think you should, because right, bread, everything else. Maybe do like a baker's dozen promo with somebody.
Yeah, or we'll do a thing with donut shops or something. Yeah,
I'm all about it. So we're going to cover a few different things today, but first, I want to mention something in the sandwich world as news, and it's honoring somebody that I know is a big deal to the community. Started a spot that so many people are connected to. On Friday, a street sign was unveiled, an honorary street sign for none other than Greg Mudge. I know you knew him. I didn't know, I knew him as around the neighborhood as opposed to, knowing him like some people did. And I think it's so important, though, that this happened finally.
The man was incredible, to say the least. He was a friend. He was absolutely one of my mentors. He was a huge community supporter, driver of the community, truly a beacon for so many people, guiding light in that community. And what he's done, what he did throughout those years of him going from, just working at a sandwich shop to then creating his own and being the guy to just help out so many other businesses. People coming in and not necessarily knowing what to do. And Greg was the person to step in and be like, let me help you, whatever you need. That man has made an effect on so much in this city that people will never know. The reason why we have so many different bars and restaurants in this city today have a lot to do with Greg. I am so thankful for have known that man. Also, if you really knew him, he's kind of a hard ass. He would very much call you out. He would say something that maybe in the moment you were like, oh, that kind of hurts. Or why did he say that? But he meant it right, and he meant to say it because he wants to make you better. And I mean, I appreciate that kind of attitude. I appreciate that kind of that strong persona of a person. He was that guy. I one time I was doing a pop-up. He came into the kitchen, hung out for a bit. He goes, what are you doing? I said, making cheese sauce. He goes, why? Why are you doing it like that? That's so involved. And I said, yeah, but I mean, it's good. I like it. He goes, just get Velveeta or do something easier. You're taking up too much time. It's too much money. You have the opportunity to do so much more, and it's just cheese sauce. And I thought to myself, yeah, you're right. It is just cheese sauce.
Well, and Mudgie's is still going strong there on that corner.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Which is huge, and it's also great to see. What's the number one lesson that you got from Greg, knowing him so well?
Man, never give up. That never give up was a huge, just the way that he kept going, the way that he kept driving and was always, looking for the next thing for him to do while also still being so very uniquely him, so very authentic to not just him, but also to his community. And that was always a message and a lesson that he taught, is just authenticity.
That's one thing that I've learned as far as things that actually make it around here is the people involved, whoever they are, whatever they approach life, it's authentic to them. And that's part of what carries them true and carries them through, because I think people can sense when you're like fake.
Oh yeah.
And, here we are kind of allergic to like the whole influencer, like hand in front, like we want that reality. Like, who are you actually? They want to know who you are. And there was no doubt who you were with Greg.
No. Yeah. He called you as he saw you.
All right. Before we get into Sandwich Week, there are some questions that listeners have had over the years about sandwiches. And as one of Detroit's foremost experts in the sandwich, I have 10 rapid fire questions for you.
Oh man.
Where you got to have strong opinions loosely held.
This is tough for me. Okay. I'm not much of an opinion guy, but let's do it.
All right. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No.
Really? Why not?
I mean, multiple reasons. Reason number one, and this is probably the biggest reason for me. If I invite you to my house and everybody has a dish to bring, and I tell, Jim that he's got to bring the drinks, and Andy's got to bring the dessert, and you, Jer, you got to bring the sandwiches. If you come with a tray of hot dogs, do you know how pissed everyone's going to be?
You should kick me out.
Yeah,
Honestly.
So, okay, that's reason number one. Reason number two, even when you take the hot dog outside of the bun, it's still called a hot dog. That just lives by itself at that point. Now, does it live in the larger umbrella of what is a sandwich, kind of like a burger? Sure. But at this point, a burger also lives by itself. Burger is a category. Hot dog is a category.
People often order nowadays burgers without the buns.
And you could do that. It's a burger steak.
Ground steak is what that is. All right. Sub or bread, toasted or not toasted?
I mean, I'll take mine toasted. I like a good toasted bun. I mean, especially because the majority of the time when you're going to order something, it's not going to be fresh out the oven. If you're giving me a fresh out the oven bun or bread, you don't need to toast anything about that, boy. I'll take it melty, the way it should be.
I like the contrast between the toast and then the cold ingredients of the sandwich. Like the crisp lettuce. I think the sin is when people try to toast like the lettuce and the bread together.
Bad news.
It can get bad real quick.
Mm-hmm. You don't want hot lettuce.
That sounds like a depression band. Like, I'm going to go listen to Hot Lettuce.
Or Hot Lettuce from Cleveland, Ohio. Also, I think one of my favorite, like my number one bite in the world is always going to be a play of textures and temperatures. So if you have multiple textures, multiple temperatures within one bite, game over. That's the best.
Mayo or mustard?
Mustard.
I feel like there's a lot of options with mustard as far as flavors, whereas mayo, it's kind of like down the line.
I love them both.
Really?
That was a big toss up for me in my head, and I had to say mustard.
Do people ever question your love of mayo? Because, people question that. Like, why would you like mayo?
No.
All right.
I don't think people question much of what I do at this point. They just kind of see me and let me do my thing.
That's fair. Pickles, yes or no?
Oh, yeah. I'm not a huge fan of a bread and butter, though, to be honest with you. The McClure's bread and butter that they do, that's a good one. But for the most part, a little too sweet. Not a big fan. I like just a classic dill, garlic dill, crunchy.
The dill is where it's at in my mind.
Oh, yeah.
Bologna or mortadella?
Oh, well, since I grew up here, bologna. I grew up in a family that we made grilled bologna sandwiches. And that, to me, there's nothing like it. That's home.
The bologna sandwich, the melty cheese, and the bread. No top, just all the way.
I mean, I'm a yellow mustard guy on that sandwich right there.
Ooh, that is good. All right, on your cold cut, oil and vinegar or mayo?
Oil and vinegar. Yeah.
Over the mayo.
I'd probably have to say so, yeah. I mean, if you're giving me the option, but that also, like, in my mind, I already put shredduce on the sandwich, In my mind, I already put a handful of other toppings, because when you're saying a cold cut, like, you're not just going to give me flat out deli pieces of meat that are just going to be straightly put on. No, I mean, the number one ingredient in sandwich is air, right? So you're going to flour that boy on there. You're going to make sure that you've got the nice pockets and it's really well folded. And then you put the additional ingredients on, like a shredduce. And what's that shredduce going to capture? Captures oil and vinegar really well.
So the shredduce is the shredded lettuce, because you can't just like throw a leaf on there.
Don't do that.
It's bad. Your bread can slide away. If you're wondering why your bread's sliding everything, you're not doing shredduce.
Yeah, or like, if you're doing the tomato sliding out, half the time the tomato slides out is also because of the mayo.
Fair.
There's a certain way that you have to stack your sandwich, and it's that texture of like the floured meats or whatever else that you have to have against the sauce of the sandwich. The tomato and stuff, that can all live inside, as long as there's some kind of texture, some kind of friction that the tomato has to keep that tomato inside.
Number 7, you get to pick one sandwich cheese for the next year. No others. What do you pick?
Oh my God.
One cheese.
That's really hard. One sandwich cheese. Oh God, this is tough. Give me 5 seconds. American.
All right.
I'll do it. I'll say it right now. No. Now that I've thought, Swiss.
Really?
Oh yeah, that's okay. Phew, I feel better.
I like Swiss, but I feel like it's like its name amongst the most neutral of cheeses. Oftentimes I opt for Havarti over the Swiss.
Well, yeah, but I mean, either way, you're going to get that nuttiness. I like a little bit of the nuttiness. I like that it's also going to be a little bit more of a texture to it. That American cheese, that's why I said it. Why I said first is because it's that creaminess. It's a different texture. It's not real cheese. It's, if you give me a Kraft single, it's like giving me some kind of coagulated insanity that I just think is a really good idea for some reason. That's the way that you should make a grilled cheese, is the coagulation of the Kraft single.
That's amazing. Okay, fries. On the sandwich or on the side?
¿Por qué no los dos? Why not both? Do I have to choose?
I mean, this is an either or question.
Hey, if you're going to give them to me on the side, I'll probably put them in my sandwich anyway. Same thing with like a bag of chips.
Oh, so you like the crunch layer. See, a lot of places serve a gyro with the fries on it, and I just can't do it.
Dude, you don't like meat sauce?
I love meat sauce. I order the fries on the side, or I ask them to do no fries. I love meat sauce. In fact, I made my partner, it was about to close. I dragged her across Eastern Market's parking lots. I don't know if she's forgiven me yet. It was warm out when I did this.
Yeah, unfortunately.
To get to a meat sauce just before it closed because it's so good. I think it's the most underrated spot in Eastern Market, because I think so many people like go for the old classics, and I love the old classics. But meat sauce has shown up in a huge way.
Mm-hmm. Whether it's the breakfast sandwich or if it's just a snack, if you want to get the meatballs over rice or get a full platter or you get a dessert, it's all there.
All right. Diagonal cut or straight cut on the sandwich?
Diagonal every day.
More textures? You like it better?
It tastes better.
Oh.
Yep. No argument. That's it, period.
All right. And then finally, you get to keep only one. Grilled cheese or peanut butter and jelly?
Grilled cheese.
That wasn't even close. Do you not like sweet sandwiches?
I love peanut butter and jelly.
Oh, really?
I grew up eating peanut butter and jelly probably every day. But if I had to choose one sandwich to eat for the rest of my life, it's a grilled cheese sandwich.
You've talked about the importance of the cheese. Let's talk as a side quest here. Peanut butter and jelly. What makes for the ultimate peanut butter and jelly?
Good quality peanut butter.
Which is?
I've been digging the Kirkland lately. I think they do a really good job.
So quality isn't like fancy. Quality is define quality.
You have to have the right kind of texture. It has to come out right. It has to have great flavor. It has to spread well. I mean, that's why even though there's some chemicals in it, a Skip or a Jif, like that's all pretty good too. I can't hate on it. It's going to make a really good sandwich, and it's way easier to spread. But, I've been into, just because I stay away from chemicals in the house. I try not to have anything with any additives. So for me, it's like I get the Kirkland stuff. And then I said jelly because PB&J means peanut butter and jelly, but I mean jam. Let's be honest. Jelly is essentially just congealed juice. Jam has the fruit. That's the real deal.
I will admit that I am a snoot. I'm a total snoot. You know why? I'm into raspberry preserves. I like preserves in general, and I really like it with the natural sugar, like natural level of the fruit. Because as I get older, too much sugar is too much.
Seriously, you're right.
It's crazy, but preserves, if you can swing it, I know it's a little bit more money.
It's worth it.
But preserves are worth it in my mind.
I try not to eat sugar as much as possible. I've realized that my face hurts after eating a lot of sugar.
Also, my face hurts often in December, January, and February in Michigan. Why do we live somewhere our face hurts?
Because it's a cool town, man.
Yes.
Everybody here is great, and we love who we are as a city, and we actually give a crap. That's why, Jer. That's why.
Excellent answers. I appreciate you dealing with our rapid fire sandwich questions. Let's talk about Sandwich Week, the 12th year, 2025, December 26th through the 31st. If people don't know, because you've been on the show a few times for a few different reasons, quick reset. Where did Sandwich Week come from for the uninitiated?
I started doing this. I worked in a corporate job 12 years ago. And a couple of friends of mine, we like sandwiches. We would talk about sandwiches pretty often. And we realized that we can't go to all the places that we wanted to go to because our hour lunch time only allowed us to just go down the block and come back. But we had to work between Christmas and New Year every year, even though none of our clients were working. So we decided to take like a 2 or 3 hour lunch and go drive out and check out these different sandwich places. And we called it Sandwich Week, which just so happens to be the week sandwiched between Christmas and New Year's. And every year we would celebrate it at the office, and we would invite more friends. And then I ended up quitting corporate, and it became me and my friends just doing it with the friends from the office. And after a while, a lot of the friends from the office stopped joining as often, and it just became me doing it with my friends over time. And it grew and grew and grew. And then about 5-6 years ago, probably, I started publishing a schedule, and it grew to even more people joining. And now it's hit this wave, people now come about and hear about it in different ways, whether it's because of people like you or other kinds of, friends of mine that I've never even met before. But it's really cool because doing Sandwich Week is what started me doing my podcast, Sandwich Talk, and then turned into me doing the Sandwich Party, which is the festival that we do in the summer. But it all started because of Sandwich Week.
It's amazing. And it's so much fun. You've seen me. I've showed up for you.
Yeah, you have.
Because I love sandwiches. And where you should first show up at Mudgie's from 12 to 3 on Friday, 12/26. You're going to want to show up at Mudgie's, where I think so many things started.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, Greg was a huge supporter of mine for so many reasons. And years ago, when he was still around, he created, because I own Aunt Nee's, the chip and salsa company, he created a sandwich called the Uncle Carlos. And to this day, it's one of my favorite sandwiches I've ever had. So every year now, for Sandwich Week, the team at Mudgie's has brought back the Uncle Carlos.
What's on the Uncle Carlos? I'm dying to know.
Oh, man. It's meat, it's cheese, it's hot giardiniera, it's a nice aioli, it's upside down ciabatta bread to make it kind of like a Texas toast. It's real buttery, it's real garlicky, it's delicious. I love it, man. I miss Greg a lot, but eating that sandwich kind of brings me back.
Saturday, Vesper and a pop-up for the first time?
First time ever. We've never done a pop-up for Sandwich Week, and I'm happy to say Aidi Spaghetti. This is a pop-up that they've done like a meatball sandwich and a couple of other sandwiches, and they actually did the sandwich party that we did over the summer, and they were one of the ones that everybody was talking about. Like, oh, bring that one back. Whoa, I wish I would have tried the meatball, or we tried the meatball, we got 2, that kind of situation. So I wanted to have Aidi Spaghetti back to do something. And Vesper, I love Samantha and Rob so much, who own Vesper Books and Wine in that Core City neighborhood. That's the old, converted bank, and they've done such a great job. They're now a year old. And I mean, that's family right there. So to do something with them while also doing a pop-up, which I've been doing pop-ups for, over 12 years probably now. And pop-ups to me are near and dear to my heart because it's something that I love to do. I imagine I'm pretty good at it at this point.
I've been to a number of pop-ups around town, and the thing is about your face, it's like one of the characters of Detroit that you're going to randomly run into if you're on these streets enough. Doing some sort of pop-up and being well-fed.
Is it because of the hair?
I'm not, but also you're like larger than life.
Is it
like
because
with
I'm
energy.
a big guy?
I'm a big guy. You got two big guys at this table here.
You got two big guys. It's a pretty big table.
We could kill a lot of sandwiches. This table is literally 5 foot square.
Whoa.
5 foot by 5 foot. It's insane.
And we're making it look like a coffee table.
We kind of are. I used to have a Tumblr called Big Men and Little Laptops. It was just photos of me with little small, like those. Remember when they had those little netbooks or whatever that were all the rage for a second before iPads came out? That was a lot of fun. All right, but let's move the calendar forward to Sunday. There's two things going on.
Classic Ladder 4, one of the top restaurants in the nation right now. And we've done Ladder 4 now, I think, for the last 3, maybe 4 years. And every single time they've just pulled out this insane sandwich. I mean, for being one of the best restaurants in the nation right now, they're still able to do something that's just going to be so out of left field that you're like, I didn't know we should do that, and I'm glad that we did.
Ladder 4 is beautiful. The thing is, though, you got to remember, like, it's a little off the beaten path, and I like that about it.
That's the way it should be.
Yeah.
Go find what's good.
Yes.
It shouldn't be just in front of you, dangling like a carrot.
I mean, that's fine for a few things, but, like, after day one, like, you've got to start doing more advanced quests. And I had the most excellent set of drinks. It was, of course, in warmer weather upstairs at Ladder 4. Mm-hmm. It was amazing. Amazing.
Yeah. They know what they're doing over there. I mean, the wine program is phenomenal. Every day they're sitting down and they're talking about the wines that are on the list. And the food is well balanced and paired perfectly to what that wine is. Because first and foremost, they are indeed a wine bar. And then later that night, first time ever, I've never done something like this. We're doing a ticketed dinner. And it's going to be at the Dakota Inn, but it's going to be in the Ratskiller, the basement.
Whoa.
Yeah. So
I don't think I've ever been to the basement before.
Not a lot of people have. It's been closed down for the last 2 decades.
Oh, geez.
They only had a private organization that would come in once a month and utilize the basement for like a private beer club. And that was it. So now under, Patty and the whole Schwitz team, they've taken over the Dakota Inn. They've done a great job to continue to honor its memory. But that one thing that they said they wanted to do is reinvigorate the life in that basement. And they've created essentially a German wine bar downstairs. So downstairs, we're going to be building, they have a giant 15-foot table. We're going to be building a 15-foot sandwich on that table in front of everybody. Plus sides, plus you're going to get a chip and salsa on me, plus you get 2 drinks, and that's all for your ticket. Your ticket's online. You can get it at my Instagram. Go to the link in my bio. It's $65, dude. It's totally worth it.
I will also put a link in the show notes to this podcast so you can look at your podcast app and just tap on it, because definitely something that you're going to want to check out. Monday, old favorite, place that we cannot miss, Rocco's. Why do you keep coming back to Rocco's? I mean, I know why you would, but why do you do it?
Why do you keep coming back to Rocco's?
Because this table is regular size to me, and it feeds me well.
Yeah, it does.
Very tasty.
They're doing a great job there. I've known those guys for a long time, and seeing the quality of the food that they put out, I think, is everything to me. They really do focus on what is true quality from every ingredient, every perspective, but they're also a small Italian market. And I think they're doing a great job there. I love to support them. And it's got enough room for a ton of people to cram inside and eat sandwiches at the same time.
Now, there's a couple things happening on Tuesday. The lunch event from 12 to 3 is at Tall Trees. So tell me about what's happening at Tall Trees, but also talk about a name that there are some places that cut through the noise, and I hear them everywhere. Everywhere. Tall Trees is in Ferndale, right? I'm not even a Ferndalian. And yet I hear about it all the time, and I've tasted stuff and it's so good. It's like they have some sort of magic over there. Maybe it's because are there fairies in the Tall Trees? Are there mystic things happening in the Tall Trees? Let me know, Carlos.
That's the cool thing about Mike Finsilver and his team. Mike has been very much a part of this city for a long time, whether you knew him through Hell Yeah Dog, Satellite Food Truck, working at Mudgie's, working at the thousands of different places that he's worked at over the years, working in kitchens, bars. Mike Finsilver is the person that has very much taken every single thing that he does and approached it with the most attention to detail and care and compassion. At Tall Trees, they have a way of working. It's just literally part of their notes that you have to cut a sandwich and look at the cross section. Every single cross section has to be looked at by at least 2 people to make sure that you're putting out a good product. I mean, that's heart right there. That's quality. And the entire team has the ability to put out something new. They all try it with each other and say, yup, it's going on the menu. And everything is, it's not going to be, you're not looking at something that's just fatty for fatty's sake. The food that they're putting out is very, very just good. And there's some very healthy things. Like I think one of the first times that I had a really good salad in a while was going to be at Tall Trees, And something that they have pretty regularly too that I think blows me away is their carrot coconut chai.
What?
Yeah.
I've never even heard of something like this.
Carrot juice, coconut milk, chai.
Okay.
Boom. And you hear it and you think maybe. And you try it and you think, why did I never do this myself? And it's just that kind of intelligence that team is brought to the table with the small cafe in Ferndale. And what they're doing is also just crossing over in so many different ways to the different neighborhoods, the different cities in this Metro Detroit area, and doing collaborations with so many incredible people. This week they've done the collaboration with Mabel Gray where they're doing a banh mi. Last week Mike and I did an event with Grizz where we put out a sandwich at one of the 12 Days of Grizzmas events.
Oh man, Grizz. I remember the first time I heard Grizz, I was at Movement. It was like years ago, and he was playing the basement stage. So talented, so cool. How's he doing? That's so cool.
Yeah, we chat for a bit. Actually, his brother lived next door to my best friends for years.
Detroit, the biggest small town you'll ever meet. Biggest small town you'll ever meet. Okay, you're finishing up at Batch Brewing. Tell me about it. For this part, we've got some bonus content, but first for this.
So this is going to be great because they're actually putting out, they've really put a focus on their smoked meats program and everything that they're doing out of the smoker. So they've got a few special sandwiches that they're bringing out just for this, which is really cool. And we're going to be in that giant tent outside, and we're also going to have the raffle prizes. These prizes are prizes from businesses all over Detroit, Metro Detroit, people that I very much love and trust, and they've given us prizes to just give out, which is really nice. So one of the things that we're giving out are concert tickets for a very large artist. And additionally, gift cards, merch. It's really cool, man. It's cool to see that we're a community and people really show up for each other. And this is something that I've just put out and saying, I would love to see if anybody would like to donate these raffle prizes. And it's a flood of messages that I've received.
Well, and Batch is such a great place. I want to do some more stuff with them and have them on soon. Because this place that they got started some years ago, and nobody ever thought, they just willed themselves into existence. Right? And they figured out the market. And they figured out what works. And that's so great to see over there in Corktown,
I remember this is, going on over 10 years now. And I was at Eastern Market, as I was, every Saturday. And this guy was walking up and down the aisle asking people to help vote for him to start a brewery in Corktown.
Yes, I remember this.
And it was one of the match or hatch programs or something like that. And he's asking for people to vote for that. And I met him. I talked to him for a bit. I was like, "Oh, that's nice. I hope you get it, man, because honestly, there's not too many great breweries around here." He's like, "Yeah, that's what we're trying to do this for." Lo and behold, Steven is one of my best friends today.
That's amazing.
And he has, in my opinion, the best brewery that we have in Metro Detroit. Period.
It's so great. So you can find out everything where can you get the schedule? Because we got one more thing.
Full schedule on my Instagram, Carlos Parisi.
Okay.
Just search I found this out. If you search on Google Carlos Detroit, you find me.
All right.
That's cool.
That is very cool. That's very cool. Now, there's something else that you can do this year that isn't as time dependent. You've got side quests.
Boom.
Is this it's like some sort of Carlos video game here?
Collect all the side quests and I'll give you an extra raffle ticket. How about that? Honestly, we've got a bunch of different places that are also participating in Sandwich Week by just doing specials during the week. For example, JP Makes and Bakes. Always does something sweet and savory, and they're going to be doing
something on the table right now too.
Yeah, check this out. This is their garlic, and I forget the name of it, but it's like a garlic cheesy bread.
Ooh.
Yeah. And he's going to be putting out a special sandwich. I don't know exactly what it is just yet, but I'm really excited for it. And JP is incredible. He's also been part of the sandwich party before. Take a bite of that. Did you take a bite? What do you think? You're eating. You're loving.
Not only is it really good, like it's really good. I love how the cheese is melted. It's got that cool bottom, like it's like scalloped down here. This is great.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep eating. You keep talking.
So aside from JP Makes and Bakes, Ganella is a long-standing sandwich week tradition where that's also a side quest. They'll make sure that they get you well taken care of. Ask them for the Carlos special. That's my sandwich that I get every single time.
What is this a surprise?
No. It's hot capicola, hot sopressata, prosciutto, Swiss cheese, all on a soft roll, swimming in both the red and the white sauces.
Heard.
Yeah, with, shredduce and jalapeno.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's so good. It's real greasy, real nasty. And then we also have, I think, one of the coolest things that we're doing for the side quest, obviously, we've got like Bev's Bagels. They're going to be putting down a sandwich as well together. Last Chance Saloon, a bar. They're going to be doing a special shot and sandwich.
Oh my gosh.
It's a shot and a mini sandwich, and they showed me it. It's like a little Ritz Bits cracker, like Lunchable style sandwich that they're doing.
This reminds me of, have you ever shot little beers? Yeah.
I had those at Vivio's way back in the day. Back when the homies at Vivio's were like, they were the homies. I did working at Eastern Market forever and ever. You just know that the entire market becomes a family. And then the last thing is within Eastern Market, also Patrick Pierogi. They were the first like quote unquote side quest that I did last year because they made a special during Sandwich Week. And that was what got me to the idea of saying, oh, well, it sounds like some people want to be involved in any way that they can, which is really, really cool because it's another mark of the beautiful city that we live in is like people want to be involved with what we've got going on to continue to support each other, continue pushing that idea of community. And that's really what this is all about. It's not just about, like, I make no money from this. I want everybody to know I make $0. I usually have to pay for my sandwiches.
This is not a sponsored segment, and I also pay for my own sandwiches.
Yeah.
I just think this is a really cool thing, and I'm glad to highlight it,
Same, man. Thank you so much. And that's what this is all about. We're highlighting each other. It's a week where usually business doesn't do too well. The week between Christmas and New Year's is a pretty slow time for a lot of these businesses. So we're trying to bring business to them at the same time that we're all just promoting community and gathering with each other. I think the problem with the holidays that we've seen in the last 20 years or so is that people have focused so much about the buying and it should be more about the gathering. And that's really what this is.
I also think it's really important. You will make new friends because you already have something to talk about, right? Yeah. And I think in this world where everyone's so obsessed with like social media and are we not connected and all this other stuff, meeting in person, maybe not touching grass, touching lettuce, touching bread, right? It's a great way to make new friends, connect with your neighbors, connect with this region, no matter where you're hearing this from. If you can get to Metro Detroit and Detroit to stop by one of these things, you'll meet new people. And there's a whole thing for you. Like, I'm waiting for the day that this is so big, Carlos, that people come in and like get a hotel room for all the nights.
That'd be sick.
Because they want to do every single thing. And then they could do other stuff in between, like go visit some tourist traps and then come back and then go hit up a sandwich.
My goal overall, though, isn't even just about it being just here. I would love for people to celebrate Sandwich Week wherever they are. It's about gathering. It's about supporting these local businesses. If you live in Los Angeles, do your own Sandwich Week. Do your own Sandwich Week with friends.
Sandwich look like?
I mean, there's a bunch. There's a really good torta that I've had there. There's a lot of really good Korean spots too.
Ooh, yeah.
My friends in Chicago. I have 2 friends in Chicago that celebrate Sandwich Week every year on their own.
It's a good sandwich town.
They gather their friends. And friends in New York, same thing. If you are anywhere and maybe Detroit is not attainable for you at the moment, build your own community. Continue to thrive and grow your community by doing a Sandwich Week over there. Because for me, that's if I one year die and I'm gone, long gone, and Sandwich Week can live on, then I know that I've done something okay.
With that, Carlos Parisi, always so good to have you on.
Thanks for having me on, Jared. This is great.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Cheers.
All right, that is it for your Daily Detroit. A reminder, we are going to have our live stream with Norris Howard, our holiday live stream. That's going to be on Tuesday. You're going to want to check that out Tuesday afternoon. We'll have a lot of fun with that. And of course, if you, for some reason, miss us, thank you so much for listening throughout this 2025. We really appreciate you. Also, thanks to our members on Patreon. Without our local community, we could not do this thing. Our members pay the bills around here. Patreon.com/Daily Detroit. With that, I'm J.R. Stays. Thank you so much for listening. Remember that you are somebody, and we'll see you around Detroit.